Africa has the resources, the people, and the potential to grow into economic superpower. In order for Africa to grow into economic superpower, Africa needs a strong and firm institution. Africa must define democracy with her own term of Ubuntu. Africa must unite to create opportunity for its people. I sat down with a young Pan-Africanist by the name of Langa to discuss this issue. Joining me now is a young Pan-Africanist in Minnesota by the name of Langa. Langa, thank you so much for joining me today. So when you look at the continent of Africa, a continent of hope at the word of Pope Francis, a continent full of natural resources, a continent of 1.3 billion people, with 60% of them under the age of 30. What do you think is the problem that Africa is still unable to develop into an economic superpower?
First of all, thank you for hosting me in your show. And then these are this is a time that we tell our stories as young Africans. And your initiative is one of the good initiatives that we need to take it and then promote it. Coming to issue of Africa, why Africa is not making it. Like Africa, I call myself Afro-optimist. I'm Afro-optimist, why? Because as you mentioned, the population of Africa, like over 60% are young people. I'm so optimistic because of the current time that we live in. It's a time that young Africans have been engaging into so many activities of telling the African stories. But despite those optimism, here are some of the things that has not made Africa to realize her potential. Some of them I can blame us Africans, and some of them I can blame the colonizers. The colonizers, by the time they left Africa, they never left any system that is running. And if they left system that is running, only system that favors them. And this is what shrinks Africa from proceeding ahead. For example, when you see 14 countries of West Africa are still paying their dues to France, are still depositing their money to France. That shows that these are one of the things that are holding Africa back. And secondly, as Africans, the things that is holding us back, first of all, the issue of aid. The aid, the way it was formed after World War II, was to rescue countries from countries who got affected by the World War II. But for us, African aid has been promoted to us in a way that we are dependent to aid. We are not independent. The aid that comes to Africa is all in forms of like food stuff, but there's no aid that comes in form of training African potential so that African can take over. And we can see now all the humanitarian organizations that are there in Africa, there's less involvement of empowering people, more than giving ready stuff to people. And those aids automatically will make someone dependent instead of being independent. So those are some of the things. There are many, but those are some of the things that is holding Africa from reaching into her potential. And number three, sorry, I'd like to go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Number three, Africa with her resources. Africa owns most of the raw materials. But Africa being involved in sending raw material overseas. For example, there will be no chocolate without African cocoa. There will be no Pepsi or all the sodas without Sudanese gum.
Absolutely.
There will be no manufacturing of phones or jet plane without coltan of Congo.
That is correct.
The problem of Africa, we need to now build ourselves into the industrialization. And this is what will make every nation jump. You can never jump if you don't invest into industrialization. So those are some of the 3 points, but they are very long, but those are some of the points.